Hello today. This is a video response to Stefano Pavone. Stefano Pavone, whatever you pronounce your name, mate. I know it wasn't intended. I don't know if he wanted people to do a video response, but I thought it was an interesting topic what he was talking about here. Yeah, about anti-school uniform. Obviously these days it doesn't bother me, I haven't got any kids, so, but I just remembered when I was at school, primary school, we didn't have to wear school uniform, infants or juniors. I don't know if that's the case at today's schools. I don't know if you have to wear school uniform or not. Not sure if the law or the school laws have been changed for that. And then again, we didn't have homework in primary schools either, so I don't know if that's changed. But secondary school, high school, whatever you want to call it, well, I've always known it as either secondary school or high school. I know in America it's known as high school. I know American schools, they don't wear school uniform, but over here, and I think in a lot of countries maybe, but definitely over here it's mandatory that schools have school uniform. I know my old school, Addington High School, what the uniform consists was black trousers, a white shirt, black shoes, or trainers, black. They had to be black. White shirt, did I say that? A black jumper. I don't think our school had blazers. You didn't have to wear a blazer, which schools now I think it's blazers, but some schools back in the day you had to wear a blazer instead of a jumper. But yeah, black trousers, black jumper, white shirt, black shoes or trainers, grey socks. Was it grey? I think it was grey socks. And the tie was a grey tie. I think it had yellow and it was yellow and light yellow and light blue stripes, or was it light green stripes? I can't remember now. It was 27 years I think ago. I left school in 1990. So yeah, 27 years ago I left school, so hell of a long time. So yeah, I know it was, this tie was grey. Yeah, I think it was, bloody hell, I was trying to look for an Addington High School tie on maybe Google Images, but everywhere I looked I could not find an image of that school tie anywhere. Doesn't matter now because Addington High has changed its name to Meridian Academy now, and it's a completely different attire, I think. Yeah, I think that it's only recently changed, but since I was there, yeah, it was Addington High, and yeah, honestly, I am not one for school uniform. Yeah, I didn't really like wearing it. I can see where he's coming from on it. Yes, I can definitely see it. I mean, watch his video, and you know, you'll get your own take. You know, I can understand where he's coming from on this whole school uniform thing. Yes, the things he was saying. Yeah, you'll have to watch his video. But yeah, but to me personally, I didn't like wearing them. It's like with work, when you go to work. I mean, my first job I had to wear a shirt and tie. I didn't really like wearing that, especially when the summertime. Okay, they was pretty lenient in the summertime at work, and I think even at school. I mean, if it was hot, you can take your jumper off, you can take your tie off. I mean, fuck's sake, you don't want to bloody die of sunstroke or bloody heat, sweat your fucking self to death. You know, at least they had lenience there, and you can undo your top button, so you know you'll look cooler in the summertime. But you know, wintertime you have to wear it a lot at school. But you know, at least with work you can choose what you want to wear. You can choose the tie you want to wear. And I had some of these nice, flashy coloured ties, a really early 90s sort of thing. We had nice colourful ties instead of the boring, plain, stripy, crappy things. Yeah, I just wore a nice coloury tie. It really stood out a mile, looked like radiation from a mile away, but I didn't care. You know, you had to wear a tie. It didn't give you any specific ties. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just wear all the colourful ties. Fuck it, I had a load of these colourful ties, and just a shirt, you know. But that was the only job I had where I had to wear shirt and tie and trousers and shoes. But apart from all my other jobs, I just wore what I fucking well want, which is good. But yeah, but then I can understand school uniform in some sense. You know, I mean, you told everyone what school you went to. You know, you just look at the attire, and yeah, okay, I know what you go to that school. Yeah, I suppose you're representing your school, and you're representing your high school. And also another thing, I guess, you know, I think if everyone's wearing the same clothes, you know, no one's really going to get picked on. And you know, if you know someone's family is so well off they can buy all the best clothes for their kids, and you've got another family that's considerably poor, you know, they can't afford all the best things for their kids. So someone's wearing like Tesco branded clothes, and the other one's wearing bloody all the top designer clothes, you know, or moderate, you know, designs, you know, average family, and you get a poor family, you know, those poor you know, those from the poor family backgrounds are going to get picked on. So because we're wearing all the crap clothes, you know, well, I shouldn't say that, but you know, the not so well off people that can't afford all the best things, so usually those kids get picked on at school. So I can see the sense that everyone dresses the same, because you know, all the clothes, you know, are going to be about the same price for the school uniform. So in that sense, everyone's equal. So no one gets picked on, or no one's, you know, got all the best stuff. So, oh, look at that flash bastard. And you get your bullies at school that probably beat them up because they got nice clothes, so they've probably got stacks of money. And so in that sense, I can see where school uniforms coming from, because everyone's equal. But then I can understand what Stefano's talking about. As I say, watch his video first, then you get an idea of what he's talking about. And yeah, I think I totally agree. But then I can see that point about being equal. You know, yeah, I can see both points, I know, but I mean, what does everyone else think about school uniform? As I said, I hated wearing them. I hated wearing it. But you know, if I have kids, at the end of the day they'll have to wear it no matter what school they go to. But as I say, I don't know about primary school these days. Where do they stand on school uniform? Is it still casual clothes, or is it school uniform? I do not know about that at the moment. And the same, it's starting with the same with homework. I hated homework. Well, cut a long story short, I fucking hated school anyway. I hated high school. I fucking hated it. Didn't mind primary school. Yeah, I just probably because it was a lot easier. I don't know, we were younger, but I don't know. High school, I just hated it. I hated high school. Obviously, I didn't do very well in my exams. Well, I say didn't do very well. I didn't. I walked out most of them. I was just so glad to get away from school. Once You know, once I've left, that was it. I was left for good. I didn't want to go back. Didn't give a toss about my fucking exams. I just wanted to get a job. Eventually I did get a job. And I was a lot happier working, getting something for your money. You know, you're working, doing something much more exciting than going to school. Okay, work is work, you know, these days you're just doing it because you have to do it. You know, at least like with work you're getting something in return. You're getting money in return. And I know, yes, you're getting, when you go to school you're getting education in return, but I didn't enjoy it. Okay, as I said, we don't enjoy work, but you know, at least you're getting something that's going to benefit for you. You're getting money, so that's going to benefit you. That's the way I see it anyway. That's how I saw it back then, you know. Yeah. So I don't know about homework. I think you go to school, and that should be your work. You know, that's you're doing your work at school. Why should you bring home work and do it at home? And I think that should be your time. You know, a kid. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted my time. You know, I wanted my time after school. You know, maybe go out, kick a ball around, or play on my computer, or go for a little bike ride and see my friends. You know, last thing you want to do is homework. Why the fuck should you do homework? That should be for school. You know, school is for, you know, to do your work at school, not to bring it home with you. I mean, when you're working, well, I know there's a certain jobs depending on what job you do. For some certain jobs you have to bring your work home with you. But all the jobs I've had have been, you know, have been mainly factory or warehouse work. But the only time was my first job when I worked in an office environment, but I ran a print room. I didn't, well, I say I ran it. Technically I did, because I didn't have no staff over me or nothing, but you know, that was my department. You know, I ran a print room. But I ran it all by myself because it was only a little print room. It's nothing, it wasn't a big, well, it was, I can explain it. Yeah, but I've lost the fucking thread what I was saying now. Fucking hell, I just distracted myself. Yeah, so as I say, you shouldn't have to bring your work home with you if you're at school. I mean, that should be your time. The kids' time. You know, if you was a child, that's your time to, you know, enjoy yourself. You know, you're doing work, you've got your classes, you've got your lessons. I mean, I don't know, obviously, what's the school times now? 9 till 4, was it? 8 till 4, I can't remember. I think it was half 8 to half 3, I can't remember, 9 o'clock. It's a long time ago, so I can't remember the actual school. It was like work in some sense, innit? You go to school, do your education, learn whatever you want to learn. You have a little bit about playtime, break time, school again, classes, blah blah blah, and you go home. I think it was 3:30. I think that's when I was at high school. I think it finished at 3:30. Then you woke home, time to go. School was up the road from me, so it didn't take me long to get home. But you don't want to take homework home with you, and fucking hell. I was just glad to get away from school. I just fucking hated it. But for uniform, I can see it both ways. Yes, I couldn't stand wearing it. Yeah, I don't know. But then again, and I think it makes a lot of people equal. You know, if someone's got lots of money and someone's got no money, you know, I know how nasty kids can be. So yeah, probably the poor ones are going to get picked on, which is, you know, it's not nice. I know I fucking got picked on a lot when I was at school. That's why another reason why I was fucking glad to leave it. Fucking, I don't want to associate with the fucking bullies there. They're just probably behind bars by now, knowing them. Good. But you know, we're all grown up now, so I hate looking back, you know, when I'm thinking back at school and just thinking, yeah, it was a terrible place, but I was just so much better when I left school and working and etc. etc. But you know, I just wish I could go back there now and fucking punch them fucking arseholes in. Really good. When you look back at it, fucking bullies, oh, fucking, because you don't feel like that anymore. When you're grown up, you think, oh, fuck, you just want fucking revenge. Well, I don't know, I shouldn't say that, but I'm just as bad as them if I do that, but yeah. But school uniforms, yes, I can see both sides to the story on this one. Yes. I can see what Stefano's saying about it, so I don't want to give nothing away. Watch his video, and you know, you'll definitely watch his video. I would recommend you watch his video. That's why I'm not giving nothing away. But yeah, I can see his side of the story, and then I can see yeah, maybe it is a good idea in a sense. So I can see both sides of the story here. Anyway, I'm not going to talk no more. I think I've said enough on the subject. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.